क्रीम लाई हो बेटा, कोई पेट पे भी लगा लो, लाई हो रहा है।
To re-establish or get back to normal? What would you do? Would you close your business or would you wait for the dust to settle? Most of us would wait, right? We wait for the chaos to settle because closing down the business will only make the situations worse and end any chances of it ever reviving.
Same is the case with the stock market, and that is exactly why we would discourage Mrs. Soni from disinvesting. The first thing we would do is help our clients see the present scenario as an investment opportunity rather than a reason to panic. When we look at our portfolio, we can see that our portfolio has only fallen by 7% as compared to the 30% fall in the stock market. And then when we look at historical data from 2008, we find that if somebody invested 100,000 rupees then, it would be valued at around 200,000 now. Similarly, with the 2016 demonetization in India, investing 100,000 then would mean about 150,000 today. Keeping with the same trend, we can assume that in 10 to 20 years, this time will prove to be a great opportunity.
Yes, as my fellow teammates said, COVID-19, this disease has made the entire world transition into a world based solely on technology. Take these online portals for example, like Zoom, Microsoft Teams, and even BlueJeans. The rate at which their demand is increasing is commendable, so much that even schools and universities have shifted to these portals. The downloads of online streaming apps like Netflix and Amazon Prime Video too have increased at a commendable rate because all that people are doing right now is either Netflix and chill or Zoom and consume. Due to this, technology sector is bound to grow and will continue to grow in the future as well.
So we can conclude that without changing our strategy, which has proved itself even in these adverse circumstances, we can give Reshma the portfolio and assure her the promised returns.
That concludes your time for this question.
I'm up. Good evening, guys. First of all, congratulations for making it to the finals here. You should all feel very proud about that. I have a hopefully relatively simple question. I thought I heard somewhere in your video presentation, one of you say that you thought that all sectors were bound to grow. I don't necessarily want to force you to answer that question, but I'd like to know if there are one or more sectors based on your client's goals that you would not want your client to invest in, and if you could choose one or two of those and tell us why. Good morning. Yes. Quite all right. Good, thank you. We'll end it there. I want you to get to the other questions and have time. Warren Buffett agrees with you, so I think you had a very good answer. We'll leave it at that and get to the next question.
Hi, Mavericks. This is MUKUND from the Wharton School. First of all, congratulations on making it this far. It's quite an achievement just to make it to the finale, so congrats there. So I appreciate you're welcome. I appreciate the creativity in the top-down analysis, but I was a little bit thrown by the why you chose to do both a pestle and a SWOT analysis. It seems like maybe you could have picked one or the other. Can you, help me understand a little bit why you chose to do both of those?
Right. So we haven't done a SWOT analysis as such. We've chosen a bottom-up approach, and we've begun our strategy by looking at the stocks, where we have an elaborate strategy, an elaborate set of parameters against which we're going to check the monetary and social aspect of that company, and then we're going to proceed on at the end to filter out the best of the best stocks and to make sure that these stocks will fit perfectly into our client's portfolio. That is when we have used the pestle analysis.
Okay, great. Thank you for helping me understand that. I appreciate it.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for all your hard work. If you look at the long-term investment strategy that you were implementing, you said a couple of times that the timing and the technical analysis was a critical part of the strategy. How do you conclude that the technical is so important in a long-term strategy?
Sir, our motive for using technical analysis was specifically to understand what the best time to enter the market is. When we talk about the stock market, our timing in entering a stock is very, very important. So the only reason we use technicals, we understand that they're basically for short-term trading, but our main motive there was to identify when the best time is to enter the market.
Adding on to what my fellow teammates said, it also helped us to make a more financially sound investment decision.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, then that concludes our Q&A portion with Team Maverick. Thank you very much for joining us. Judges, we will take a brief break. Please join us at the next meeting by 9:10. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Team Maverick.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Have a nice day.